Ever wondered what it's like to visit the world's most dangerous cities? In today's video, we're counting down the cities where crime, violence, and instability shape everyday life. Whether you're an adrenaline junkie or just curious, stick around to discover the top 10 most dangerous cities and why they top the list. But before we get started, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. Number 10. Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Rio de Janeiro, known for its breathtaking beaches, lively carnival celebrations, and the iconic Christ the Redeemer statue, draws millions of visitors every year. However, despite its allure, the city also has a reputation for being one of the most dangerous places in Brazil due to its high crime rates. Street crime, including pickpocketing, muggings, and carjackings, is a common concern, especially in tourist-heavy areas like Copacabana and Ipanema. The favelas, which are informal settlements sprawling across the city, are often controlled by criminal gangs and involved in drug trafficking, making them volatile and dangerous areas to enter, even for locals. While Rio has seen some improvements in security, particularly during major events like the Olympics and World Cup, violence and organized crime still plague several neighborhoods. Tourists who venture into the wrong parts of the city without guidance or awareness may find themselves at risk. Even in more popular spots, gang violence is a hidden threat. That said, many areas of Rio, like the vibrant South Zone, remain relatively safe when caution is exercised. Authorities continue working on public safety, but Rio de Janeiro remains a city where beauty and danger coexist. Visitors must stay vigilant, choose accommodations wisely, and avoid risky areas after dark. Number 9. Caracas, Venezuela. Caracas, the capital of Venezuela, is a city marked by striking contrasts. While it boasts stunning landscapes, rich cultural heritage, and a vibrant atmosphere, it also grapples with severe economic instability and political turmoil. These challenges have led to a surge in violent crime, making Caracas one of the most dangerous cities in the world. Armed robberies, kidnappings, carjackings, and other violent crimes are unfortunately common, with criminal activity often fueled by the country's deepening poverty and lack of opportunity. As a result, residents and visitors alike face a daily struggle for safety and security. The city is plagued by shortages of essential goods, such as food, medicine, and even basic hygiene products, further exacerbating tensions and creating an environment where desperation can drive individuals to crime. While the Venezuelan people remain resilient, the breakdown of public services and law enforcement has made Caracas particularly hazardous. Many of the city's neighborhoods, particularly those on the outskirts, are controlled by armed gangs, and tensions between rival groups often result in deadly confrontations. Tourists are strongly advised to exercise extreme caution when visiting Caracas. Walking alone, especially at night, is highly discouraged, as the risk of being targeted for robbery or kidnapping increases significantly. With one of the highest murder rates globally, Caracas remains a city where safety is never guaranteed, and vigilance is crucial for anyone considering a visit. Number 8. Cape Town, South Africa. Cape Town, renowned for its jaw-dropping beauty, captivating natural landscapes, and rich cultural history, attracts millions of tourists every year. From the iconic Table Mountain to the scenic Cape Winelands and the bustling waterfront, there's no shortage of reasons why this city is a top travel destination. Yet, beneath the stunning exterior, Cape Town faces significant challenges with crime, particularly in certain neighborhoods. Gang violence, carjackings, muggings, and other forms of violent crime remain prevalent, especially in areas on the fringes of the city or within impoverished townships. The city's high crime rate is largely driven by economic disparities and social unrest, with gangs exerting control over various parts of the city. While some neighborhoods remain relatively safe for tourists, others are considered highly dangerous, and crime can occur even in popular tourist areas. The danger escalates at night when visibility is reduced, and opportunistic criminals take advantage of less crowded streets. Despite these risks, Cape Town continues to draw tourists eager to explore its world-famous landmarks. To minimize the threat of crime, visitors are advised to stay in well-secured accommodations, avoid venturing into high-risk areas, and remain vigilant when out and about. Taking precautions such as using trusted transportation and avoiding walking alone after dark can greatly enhance personal safety. By being mindful and prepared, tourists can still enjoy the beauty and cultural richness of Cape Town while navigating its challenges. Number 7. Tijuana, Mexico. Tijuana, located just south of the US border from San Diego, is a city of contrasts, famous for its vibrant nightlife, rich culinary scene, and proximity to one of the busiest international crossings in the world. However, beneath its bustling exterior lies a significant problem with drug-related violence and cartel activity. Due to its location, Tijuana has become a major hotspot for the illegal drug trade, human trafficking, and organized crime. The presence of drug cartels vying for control over smuggling routes and territory has resulted in an increase in violent crimes, including shootings, kidnappings, and assaults, particularly in certain neighborhoods. The city's proximity to the US makes it an attractive location for criminals, as the cross-border trade allows for the easy transport of drugs and other illicit goods. While Tijuana has made efforts to improve safety, certain areas remain highly dangerous, and tourists are often targeted by criminals taking advantage of their unfamiliarity with the city. Despite these security concerns, Tijuana remains a popular destination for those seeking a taste of Mexican culture, including its lively art scene, delicious street food, and vibrant entertainment options. Tourists looking to explore the city are advised to stay in well-known, secure areas, avoid risky neighborhoods, and stay informed by checking travel advisories. By exercising caution and staying aware of their surroundings, visitors can enjoy Tijuana's cultural offerings while minimizing the risks associated with the city's darker side. Number 6. San Pedro Sula, Honduras. San Pedro Sula, once infamous as the murder capital of the world, has made some strides in improving security, but it still faces significant challenges with crime. The city's high levels of gang violence, fueled by the drug trade and organized crime, have made it one of the most dangerous places in Central America. Although crime rates have seen slight improvements in recent years, armed robberies, extortion, and violent crimes remain prevalent, especially in certain neighborhoods. Gangs continue to exert control over large parts of the city, and their influence often extends into everyday life, making it unsafe for both locals and tourists. For visitors, caution is paramount. It's strongly advised to travel with a guide or in groups, especially at night, and to avoid certain high-risk areas. San Pedro Sula's proximity to drug routes only adds to its volatility, with the city often caught in the crossfire between rival factions. While public safety has seen some improvements, it is still not enough to make the city entirely secure. Despite these challenges, San Pedro Sula remains an important economic center in Honduras and boasts a number of cultural attractions, including museums, markets, and nearby natural wonders such as the Copan ruins. For those willing to take the risk, the city offers a chance to experience a different side of Honduras, but visitors should always remain vigilant and well prepared. Number 5. Ciudad Juarez, Mexico. Ciudad Juarez, located just across the border from El Paso, Texas, has long been notorious for its high levels of violence and crime, primarily driven by ongoing conflicts between rival drug cartels. The city's strategic location along the US-Mexico border makes it a key point for drug trafficking, and this has fueled a legacy of criminal activity. Homicides, shootings, and other violent crimes are unfortunately common, as cartels battle for control over smuggling routes and territory. While there have been efforts by both local and federal authorities to combat the violence and improve security, the city continues to grapple with high crime rates. The presence of organized crime, including drug cartels and human trafficking networks, has made Ciudad Juarez a dangerous place, not just for locals, but also for tourists. Many areas remain off-limits for visitors, and travelers are strongly advised to exercise extreme caution. While the city offers glimpses of Mexican culture and commerce, it is important to avoid venturing into unknown or high-risk areas without proper guidance from locals or trusted sources. Despite its challenges, Ciudad Juarez remains an important industrial and commercial hub, and recent years have seen gradual improvements in some parts of the city. However, crime continues to be a significant concern, and anyone visiting must remain vigilant, stay informed about the security situation, and avoid risky situations. Number 4. St. Louis, USA. St. Louis, Missouri is a city with a rich cultural heritage, a thriving music scene, and iconic landmarks such as the Gateway Arch, yet it also faces serious challenges with crime. With one of the highest crime rates in the United States, St. Louis struggles with significant issues related to gun violence, drug trafficking, and gang activity. The city's neighborhoods are sharply divided, with certain areas experiencing alarmingly high levels of violent crime, including shootings, armed robberies, and assaults. This persistent criminal activity has led to St. Louis being consistently ranked among the most dangerous cities in the country. While St. Louis offers many attractions, including its vibrant art scene and historic districts, visitors should be cautious and aware of their surroundings. The city's high crime rate is concentrated in specific neighborhoods, and these areas can be particularly dangerous, especially after dark. Violent crime is often linked to gang activity and drug trade, with certain parts of the city experiencing more frequent incidents of violence. For tourists, the best approach is to stick to well-populated, tourist-friendly areas like downtown and major attractions. It's also advisable to avoid venturing into unknown neighborhoods without proper guidance. Being vigilant, using trusted transportation, and securing accommodations in safe areas can help reduce the risk of encountering crime. Though St. Louis remains a vibrant and culturally rich city, safety should always be a top priority for anyone visiting. Number 3. Kabul, Afghanistan. Kabul, the capital of Afghanistan, has endured decades of conflict, political instability, and widespread violence. The city remains at the epicenter of ongoing insurgencies and terrorism, with extremist groups exerting significant control over various parts of the country. As a result, Kabul is considered one of the most dangerous cities in the world, where violent attacks such as bombings, suicide attacks, and armed assaults are frequent occurrences. These attacks often target civilian areas, government institutions, and international organizations, making the city highly unpredictable and hazardous for both locals and visitors. The security situation in Kabul is deeply affected by the presence of militant groups such as the Taliban and ISIS Khorasan, which continue to carry out violent acts as part of their broader conflict. In addition to the threat of bombings and shootings, the political instability and fragile governance structures in Afghanistan exacerbate the risks for anyone in the city. Civilian casualties are a tragic and regular reality, and the lack of consistent law enforcement makes it difficult to ensure safety. Travel to Kabul is strongly discouraged by most foreign governments, and those who must visit the city are advised to take extreme security precautions. This includes traveling with experienced security personnel, staying within secure compounds, and avoiding public gatherings or high-risk areas. Due to the volatile environment, even brief visits carry significant risks, and travelers must remain constantly vigilant to mitigate the dangers. Number 2. Port-au-Prince, Haiti. Port-au-Prince, the capital of Haiti, has faced decades of political instability, poverty, and economic hardship, making it one of the most challenging cities in the Caribbean. The city's high crime rates are driven largely by the presence of armed gangs, which exert control over significant parts of Port-au-Prince. These gangs are responsible for a wide range of criminal activities, including kidnappings for ransom, armed robberies, and violent assaults. The situation has become increasingly dire, with these groups often clashing with security forces and one another, creating an environment of widespread fear and insecurity for both locals and foreigners. In addition to the threat of violent crime, Port-au-Prince is also vulnerable to natural disasters such as earthquakes, hurricanes, and floods, which have exacerbated the difficulties faced by the city's residents. The 2010 earthquake and subsequent aftershocks caused massive destruction, and the city's infrastructure has yet to fully recover. These environmental challenges further strain the already fragile security situation and make travel to the city even more unpredictable. Given the unstable security environment, tourists are strongly advised to avoid unnecessary travel to Port-au-Prince. Those who must visit should take extreme precautions, stay in secure areas, and avoid traveling at night or in high-risk neighborhoods. While the city holds a rich cultural history, the combination of crime, political instability, and natural disasters makes it a dangerous destination for most travelers. Number 1. Mogadishu, Somalia. Mogadishu, the capital of Somalia, is often regarded as one of the most dangerous cities in the world due to its long history of civil war, terrorism, and political instability. Once a thriving trade hub known as the Pearl of the Indian Ocean, Mogadishu has struggled with violence and destruction for decades. The city faces ongoing threats from extremist groups like Al-Shabaab, which frequently carry out attacks targeting government buildings, hotels, and even crowded markets. Despite the heavy presence of African Union peacekeeping forces and efforts to restore stability, kidnappings, bombings, and armed conflicts remain a harsh reality. However, beyond its dangerous reputation, Mogadishu is home to a resilient population determined to rebuild their city. The bustling Bakara market, beautiful beaches along the Indian Ocean, and historical sites like the Arba'a Rukun Mosque reflect the city's rich cultural heritage. International organizations and local businesses continue to invest in Mogadishu's redevelopment, offering hope for a safer future. But for now, the risks outweigh the rewards for most travelers. Anyone considering a visit must take extreme precautions and remain aware of the volatile situation. Would you dare to step into one of the world's most perilous cities and witness its hidden beauty? So guys, there you have it, the top 10 most dangerous cities in the world. While some of these places are rich in culture and history, they also come with significant risks. If you ever plan to visit, be sure to stay informed, take precautions, and prioritize safety. What do you think about these cities? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more videos like this.